78th Highlanders are going to demonstrate some foot drill for us. This is how they maneuvered around the battlefield. You notice they march in a long, straight line, nicknamed the Thin Red Line after their red jackets, the famous color of the British Army. They march very, very close together without swinging their arms. That's because up until... just before the time period that you see, they used to use rather inaccurate and shorter ranged muskets that necessitated marching into the battlefield in a huge line. These 78th Highlanders were not. They were not a typical British regiment, a very fancy Highland regiment dressed in the traditional Scottish dress, including the tartan kilt of the Mackenzie clan, and a rather fancy bonnet decorated with ostrich feathers and a white vulture plume. The weapons that you see these soldiers carrying are original Snyder Enfield rifles from the 1850s and the 1860s. They still fire them every single day. When you're running low on ammunition, or if the enemy gets too close to use the rifle, you have to attach the bayonet. They had a very special exercise they performed to get used to throwing the bayonet around. Those are also original bayonets, just as sharp as they were back in the 1860s. We'll now see the bayonet exercise designed to practice attacking enemies from different positions. advancing on us.
Double ring!
The 78th Highlanders were one of the most popular regiments to be stationed in Halifax. They were very social, made lots of friends, recruited lots of local Canadians to join the British Army.
One reform has 2 ranks.
Many of the 78th Highlanders liked Halifax so much they decided to retire to Halifax and help to start up the very young Canadian military.
March time! Water wheel, be right about on the center. Right and back.
Here's how to maneuver a gigantic line of soldiers around in a battlefield.
What are you doing, Rachel?
You see that the 78th are accompanied by bagpipers and drummers who follow them into battle. They played inspiring and entertaining music, but they also passed on commands and the noise of the battlefield.
Platoon exercise as a front and rear rank. Stand down!
Well, it looks like they've sighted an imaginary enemy in the west. They're now preparing to open fire. These soldiers are going to fire black powder from their rifles, good old-fashioned gunpowder, very noisy. You may want to plug your ears. They just fired some rounds of independent fire. Time for a volley. They all fire at once. A great wall of lead heads toward the enemy. These Snyder Enfields were much more accurate than the muskets that preceded them. These had rifling, a groove carved down the inside of the weapon, which put a spin on the shot as it came out, causing it to go a whole lot farther, faster, with greater punch. These are fairly large caliber weapons, 5.77. Going down the kneeling position in the front rank.